Channel 2, New York.
Lynn Redgrave, and I've got a secret.
I've Got a Secret, brought to you by Tegla, the new medicated formula for psoriasis sufferers that gives three-way relief from the symptoms of psoriasis.
From New York, here is I've Got a Secret, starring Steve Allen.
Thanks very much. Howdy, Dean John. And welcome indeed to another edition of I've Got a Secret. Now that we've met Miss Lynn Redgrave, who will be back shortly, let's meet the members of our panel. Who are, of course, Betsy Palmer, Bill Cullen, Bess Meyerson, and Henry Morgan. That's our panel. And now it's time to meet our first contestant tonight, who happens to be way up there on about the 8th floor. Are you going to come down? I guess not. I'll probably have to go right up to you. You know, it's pretty scary up here, I'll be honest with you. Would you tell us your name, sir, and where you're from?
I'm Stephen McPeak, and I attend Seattle Pacific College in Seattle, Washington.
All right. I hope you live to attend it again. Do you mind if I ask you immediately why we are up here?
Because I got a secret.
You got a secret? Well, in that case, then you might as well whisper it to me. We'll show the audience what it is. Huh. Well, the clue to Mr. McPeak's secret panel concerns, of course, why he's up here, and we'll start the game. And let's make it a quick game, panel. I'm not too thrilled to be up here. We'll start the game with Bess Myers.
Steve, is anything going to happen to any of the partitions that are visible to us? Are they going to open up in any way?
No.
I see. Now, there's a pole that protrudes. Are you going to shinny down the pole?
No.
You going to come down the ladder?
No.
Are you going to, at any point, not have your feet on anything? You're going to be suspended? No, I mean, you're not going to dive. There's no water in that tank or anything, is there?
$20 down, 60 to go. Henry Morgan?
Steve, does the ladder move?
No.
I hope not, for both of our sakes.
Are you going to remove yourself from where you are now?
Yes.
Are you going to end up on the ground?
No.
Are you going into that thing?
No.
Well, when you move, are you going up?
No.
Let me do the first question again. Are you going to move from where you are now?
Yes.
Are you going to get in with Steve?
No, you're going to get even with Steve. And $40 down. Betsy.
Stephen, do you use that pole, the red pole next to you, for balancing purposes?
No.
Is the pole stationary?
Yeah, the pole won't help you. I'll give you a
The
little
pole
help.
won't help us. Do you have something hidden or concealed behind this paneling?
No.
That you're not just going to sit there like that, are you?
This is our secret. We're sitting here like two idiots. That's...
Are you going to do something on the swing are you going to swing with Steve?
No.
No, baby.
I don't know about that, Steve. Let's see. Does it have to do with the ladder?
No.
$60 down. Big Bill Cullen.
Steve, if that structure there isn't hiding anything, why is it there? I mean, is there a reason for it being there?
It was the only way he could get up here.
You mean
I had the swing.
Weren't you giving him a lift, for heaven's sake? You mean you built that whole thing just to get up there?
That's right, believe it or not.
And you are going to move from where you are, Steve.
Yes,
Neither up nor down.
Oh, he is going to move.
Yes.
But not up or down.
Correct.
So he's going to move sideways. He's going to spin around on something up there.
And faint.
Yeah.
Yes, he is going to move around.
He's going to walk on air.
No.
Well, this is quite a tough one. When you see what Mr. McPeak has brought with him, panel, you'll understand just why he has to be up here. Gentlemen, will you bring in the object to which I refer? There it is. It's the world's tallest unicycle. Now, 20 feet may not sound like a heck of a lot of feet, but when you pile one foot up on top of the other, and believe me, from up here it is a heck of a lot of feet. And it's as high as a unicyclist has ever gone and may ever go again. I'm not going to ask you why you ride it, Mr. McPeak, but where did you ever find a 20-foot unicycle?
You don't find these in stores, but you have to build them, and I built this one.
I see. Well, may I ask why?
Well, because I've mastered all my 6-footer and 12-footer, now I have to have the tallest unicycle. This one.
Oh, well, then if you master this, good luck. Well, I'd better get out of your way before I get killed, too. So, gentlemen, if you'll take me down and away, we'll get to that. The gentleman you will meet down here on the bottom floor, ladies' lingerie and so forth, is Mr. Gene Grass, who, how are you? My secret is I can't get out of the swing. How do you do, sir? This gentleman, believe it or not, actually rides on Mr. McPeak's shoulders while he does this unicycling. But I'm not joking now. That, when we saw it this afternoon, was so scary, we decided not to try it again. It just scared us all to death. But we're happy to have you here. And I vouch that you really can do it. Now, I'm going to get well out of the way. And, gentlemen, the stage is yours. This is quite a dramatic thing to witness. Incidentally, you people out in Washington State are soon going to be able to see this remarkable demonstration in the Saturn Cyclists shows. It starts out with a frightening move forward. Now he stops. Wow. And he really can do that with the other gentleman on his shoulders. Well, we don't want to let him. Thank you very much, Steve McPeak, for being with us this evening. It was a fantastic thing. We'll be back in a minute with more mayhem after this message. Isn't that something? Got little pieces of rope all over my Clyde. Now may we have our next contestants, please. Nice to have you with us, gentlemen. Make yourselves comfortable, if you will. Move in quite close and tell us your names, please, and where you're from.
My name is Jack Drucker, and I'm from Kingstree, South Carolina.
Jack is 59 years old, by the way, and he's the youngest of the 4 Drucker brothers who are here with us tonight. Next.
I'm Charles Drucker. I'm also from Kingstree, South Carolina.
Charles Drucker is the second youngest brother. He is 65 years of age. Who's next?
I'm Max Drucker from Kingstree, South Carolina.
And Max, you're 74. Is that correct?
Right.
And the oldest Drucker then?
I'm Harry Drucker, and I'm from Miami Beach, Florida.
You are 77?
77, right.
Well, none of you look your ages, I must say that. Panel, the 4 Drucker brothers are in New York for a very special reason. So, gentlemen, will you whisper to me what brings you to New York? The clue to these 4 gentlemen's secret concerns the reason that they're in New York, of course, and we'll start the game with Bill Cullen.
From years of listening to audiences laugh, I get all kinds of messages from the laughter there. Does the reason you gentlemen are in New York have anything possibly to do with ladies? That's a lady laugh. That's a straight hetero, never mind. Is the thing that's going to happen, are you all here for an event?
No. Not really. No.
They got a little family fight.
Well, it depends on what you mean by an event, you know.
Well, I mean like a ceremony of some kind.
No.
It's going to be very unceremonious what goes on here. It's going to happen to Harry. First of all, is something going to happen to one or all of the Drucker brothers?
I hope not. No.
Something happens to somebody every day. You know, it's hard to say. Well, let's go to the next question. $20 down. Beth?
Well, it seemed to me that Harry was most eager to say no when we talked about an event. So is Harry, are you specifically involved in this more than your other brothers?
Not exactly.
Now, are there 4 women involved in this?
Sure. Yeah.
Have you seen these women before?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, are they your wives?
Yeah.
Oh, they are. And, I thought maybe you were all here for blind dates or something like that.
Interesting guess. $40 down. Henry Morgan?
Did you bring your wives with you?
Yes. Sure. Yeah.
Well, have fun.
Thank you.
Is it an anniversary of any kind?
No.
Are there other people mentioned in this secret other than your wives?
No.
Did you come here for a specific reason that we ought to know?
Yeah.
Yes, it was not, however, necessary for them to come here for that reason.
I don't care. I'm finished.
$60. Betsy?
Well, I don't think you can keep good men down, and you all look like good men. So are you all new fathers?
Harry says yes.
Harry said yes. No? Are you all new husbands?
Quickly figured out they're all newlyweds and they're all here in New York on their honeymoons. Gentlemen, we offer you congratulations. Now, did you all get married in a quadruple ceremony?
No.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's meet the ladies. I know everybody wants to do that. We'll open the curtains now. Gentlemen, shall we join the ladies as they say? Dearly beloved, congratulations to all of you. Now, let's see, which of you got married first?
We did.
Group on the end. This is Charles Drucker, and you are Helen Drucker. Do you think you might have inspired the other Druckers to get married?
I don't know about all of them, but maybe these with sisters.
According to my notes here, this is, of course, Charles Drucker, and you are Helen, his bride. And do you think... No, wait a minute. You're Jack Drucker. Yes. See, I almost talked you into it. So you were the second group to get married, were you? Second pair? And then this must be Max Drucker again, of course, and his wife, Lila May. Were you inspired by your brother's marriage?
No, but my wife's marriage.
My wife. You were inspired. Oh, what does he know? Now then, how did you happen to marry, if you don't mind my asking?
Well, she was in business. She was my employee for 17 years, and the last 2 years she was my partner.
Oh.
And
so she was hanging around.
She was hanging around too much. We had to get married.
And that leaves Harry Drucker, and you are Florence as well. How did you two meet?
Well, we met years ago, probably 21 years ago.
Probably.
Yeah. My son married her daughter.
Well, a lot of sons marry a lot of daughters, but the in-laws don't get married.
Well, I retired in Florida. I proposed to her through the mail. She came down and we got married. How's that?
Great. So you're not only husband and wife, but you're also in-laws. And Charlie and Jack are brothers and brothers-in-law because they're married to sisters. That makes the girls sisters-in-law because Charlie and Jack are brothers. Would you all repeat that, please? I know I can't. Well, congratulations to all of you and many happy returns. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Our special guest for the evening in a minute. That's Lynn Redgrave after this message. Now, as advertised, it's time to meet our special guest for the evening. Recipient of the Golden Globe. be funny if she came out and hit me right in the chops for that. The Golden Globe Awards, and also named as the Best Actress of the Year by the New York Film Critics. She has just been nominated for an Academy Award for her performance in Georgie Girl, currently starring in the Broadway hit Black Comedy. Here is England's gift to America, Miss Lynn Redgrave.
Glove business.
There's a sports thing in this country called the Golden Glove.
Oh, I see.
Or there used to be, I guess.
That's all right, then.
Now, is Black Comedy your first appearance in front of American audiences?
Yes, it is indeed, yes.
Do you find that there's much difference between an American audience and a British audience?
I think there is quite a lot of difference. To go into it would probably take too long, but I think audiences in different towns in any one country vary an enormous amount, and certainly country to country they vary even more. And this is a great talking point usually with actors.
Indeed.
About who have played Broadway and London, and we sort of chat away and discuss.
Well, we've done a little chatting about that point ourselves, Ms. Redgrave, so we're going to try a little experiment now based on that idea. Before the program tonight, we selected 100 people here in our studio audience as a representative group. We gave them a questionnaire to fill out so we could get some information about them, so that we could compare the results with a similar survey that we took with the television audience in London. Now, in other words, we do have the chance to somewhat scientifically compare two audiences of different nationalities.
Yeah.
I have the American results here. Do you have the results from Britain?
There.
Fine. Well, panel, here's what we want you to do. We'll divide you into two teams. Let's say Betsy and Bill against Bess and Henry. Lynn Redgrave will give you the results of the survey of our American audience. And using that as a guideline, see if you can guess what the English audience answered to the very same questions. Lynn, let's start with the first question.
Right, well, we asked this studio audience, have you ever flown in a plane? And out of 100, 75 said they had. So, of the same question to 100 people in a TV studio in London, how many do you think answered yes?
And would you arrive at one answer, of course, for each team?
We both work on it? That's British, huh?
You work as teams and arrive, if you would, at one answer.
75 American.
Oh, okay. Bill and Betsy say that it's...
We think it's less, but we don't know how many less.
But I think
Could we meet you later after the show, perhaps?
Yeah.
Get some kind of an answer.
They live, in Europe, and they do fly from country to country so much easier. They may tend to fly a little bit more than we do.
Bess and Henry,
not that much less.
I think Betsy and Bill think we've never got on an airplane. What they're talking is
Does anybody have an answer?
Yes.
Henry has, yes.
Bess and I have disagreed.
No, but we've agreed to agree.
She says 35. I say 25 for the answers from a typical American studio audience.
You want to say 30, an average?
So we say 30.
Okay.
For an English studio audience.
English.
Betsy and I disagree, too.
But I wrote down 67.
All right.
I don't know what it means.
Nothing.
Is it percentages or how many people?
How many out of 100?
Out of 100. It
Comes out the same.
Percentage, yeah.
And the answer is...
The answer
40.
is 56.
Oh,
well, we're close.
yeah, you were good.
So that's about
That's not any
We're
closer.
a bit closer.
36 men and 20 women.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, what's the second question?
Well, we asked this audience, have you ever been to England? And 23 people said they had. We asked 100 people in England, have you ever been to America? So we'd like the answer.
Betsy and Bill are putting their heads together, as are Bess and Henry.
All right.
And what do you say, Bill?
We say 15. Betsy is giving me a break. It's
15.
How many percent?
And the other
Same
team?
difference, dear. It doesn't make any difference the percentage or number.
Other teams
We,
say...
our difference is pretty dramatic. I say 8 and Bess says 18.
Who are you going to choose? 8 or 8?
We could split it down the middle and we'll take 18.
Well, you were all wrong again. 5 said they'd been.
Oh, I should have stuck with my 8, shouldn't I?
Yeah, it would
Yes.
have been much better.
Well, we're not winning
3
anything.
men and 2 women went to England, America.
Fine.
Now, this one's kind of a good question. We asked this audience, did you go to church last Sunday? And 47, probably lying, said they did. And we asked the same question of 100 people in England, all honest, upright Britishers. So we want their answers, please.
How many here? 47?
47 out of
47
100.
here in the United States.
Yeah,
Because they don't have anything else to do.
that's right.
Okay.
Ready?
We just talked it over and decided that you lying British said 65.
What do you say, Bill?
And we think London, there's not much to do on Sundays, so 80 we took.
This is an interesting answer.
Well, you've not been in London or England for a long time because 5 people went to
Of course, we checked into this American figure of 47% and discovered that of that group, 12% went there to rob the poor box. Times are changing. What's the next one?
Next one is, this audience was asked, have you ever met a president of the United States? I suppose that means any old president.
Yes.
And, not just the present one. And 22 said they did. And so we asked an English TV audience, have you ever met your queen? And I suppose that means this specific queen. And she's been queen for quite a long time. So what do you think? And it means meat.
You really mean meat?
Yeah.
Okay.
To be presented to? Was it like a garden party or something?
As long as it doesn't mean just waving on the street, you know, from a distance.
It could have been at a large garden party or something, yes.
I'm surprised that 22% of the Americans have met a president.
So am I. I never
They're all
met
lying
one.
like the churchgoers.
All right, what's the answer from the Betsy and Bill team?
We came up with a fast 4.
4% have met the Queen? What do you
We say a
say?
fast none.
None.
We're gambling.
Well, 6 said they met their queen. 1 man and 5 women.
Very good.
Yeah.
We accept.
I'm happy.
Well, do we have time for another question?
Well, here we asked people here, do you have a telephone in your house? And our audience here answered 92 of us have telephones, they all said. So we asked the panel panel. I can't read my own notes. Panel, how many do you think answered yes to that question in England?
92% here.
Yeah.
80.
80 says Henry and Bess. And what
We'll
was
go
that?
60.
60.
Well, you're sort of not really right. 52 have a telephone.
Betsy and
not
Bill
really
were
bad,
closer
though,
on
huh?
that one, yes.
I find that very hard to believe that only 52 people in your English... What English audience did you get?
I don't know. It's television studio audience. Of course, the people who go to studio, who sit in studio audiences at various programs are not entirely representative of a whole society,
No,
for better or for
that I
worse.
would think was true, yeah. Well,
Have another one?
you have another one here, and this was to women only, and the question was, have you ever worn a bikini in public, I think has to be stressed. And of the 50 women this is out of, who helped us here, 10 said they did, and 50 women in England were asked this, so how many do you think?
Out of 50 now.
What did they look like?
None of your business.
10 said? Out of 50.
Oh,
Say 5.
5 or fewer.
In England.
5 in England, say Betsy and Bill, and Bess and Henry.
I got it down to 3.
3? What's the
Oh,
answer?
17. You did very well there.
I'll now try 24.
A little more daring in England. We have time. Oh, heck, I thought we had time for another one. Out of, I wonder what percentage of people get annoyed by that buzzer when it cuts in and they're having fun. Well, then, this was a fascinating idea, and I do hope you'll join us again soon and play this game again with us.
Yeah.
At the moment, we'll be right back after this message. Well, sir, Mark Goodson, I'll get you for this. Oh, hello there, folks. Say, that wraps up I've Got a Secret for tonight. As a matter of fact, it wraps up I've Got a Secret. This is our 15th and final season on the air, and this, of course, is our final program. So for all of us here around the old campfire, meaning Betsy Palmer, and, of course, the ever-popular Bill Cullen, and Bess Meyerson, and Henry Morgan, and if any of you incidentally care to make any statements, I think now would probably be as inappropriate a time as I can think of.
Well, just remember that when you close the door, a new one opens, each and every one of you. And I would like to say thank you to all the people out there who have made my life so happy these last 11 years. I'll see you around.
And I've been on 15 years and I haven't done one moment's work. I admit that. And I apologize for stealing the money. Sorry about that, Mark.
And it's been glorious fun, and I think that we've enjoyed it as much as you have, I hope.
I had a nice time.
We all did indeed, and we're very indebted not only to our fine audiences over all these years, but to the wonderful people that you don't see on camera, the staff and all the members of our production team have worked so hard that we have the easy part here on the air. They work hard all week to put it together, and it's been great fun working with all of them. Good night. We'll see you soon.
Miss Palmer's Gown by Stavropoulos.
Pass the Word. Next week in this time period, Alan Ludden will be here with passwords galore. Words like fun, games, entertainment, all describing America's favorite game, Password. Join the fun next Monday night.
This program was pre-recorded. This is John Callan speaking.